July 20th, 1969. A date etched in human history, a moment when mankind reached beyond our blue planet and set foot on an entirely new world. This is the story of Apollo 11, NASA's daring journey to the moon, the impossible dream of landing humans on lunar soil and safely returning them home. It all started with a challenge. In 1961, President John F. Kennedy stood before Congress and boldly announced, "We choose to go to the moon, not because it was easy, but because it was hard." This declaration ignited a space race, a period of intense scientific innovation and competition as the US and the Soviet Union vied for supremacy beyond Earth's atmosphere. After years of relentless dedication, sleepless nights, and test after test, the Apollo 11 mission was ready. Towering above the Florida coast, the Saturn V rocket stood over 360 feet tall, a skyscraper of raw power and engineering marvel. And on July 16, 1969, as the sun rose over Cape Kennedy, astronauts Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins boarded the colossal Saturn V, ready for an adventure that would change the course of human history. With a deafening roar, Saturn V lifted off, propelling the astronauts beyond Earth's gravity and into the dark unknown. They traveled over 240,000 miles, carried by the hope and dreams of millions back on Earth. After 4 days of travel, Apollo 11 entered lunar orbit. Collins remained aboard the command module, orbiting the moon, while Armstrong and Aldrin prepared for the descent to the surface in the lunar module, the Eagle. This part was fraught with risk. They were descending to an alien surface with minimal fuel, navigating by sight and instinct. As they descended, Armstrong realized they were heading for a field of boulders, a dangerous landing zone. Taking manual control, he searched desperately for a safe spot to land, as the fuel gauge dropped, second by second. Finally, on July 20th, at 2017 UTC, Armstrong's calm voice reached mission control. "Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed." Cheers erupted in mission control. Humanity had done it. We had reached the moon. But the journey wasn't over. Now came the moment the world was waiting for. Neil Armstrong carefully climbed down the ladder, his heart racing, knowing billions were watching. And with one final step, he placed his foot onto the lunar surface, leaving humanity's first footprint on an alien world. Audio. Armstrong's famous words. Armstrong's voice crackled through space. "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." A phrase that resonated across generations, capturing the triumph of human curiosity, courage, and exploration. Buzz Aldrin soon joined Armstrong on the surface. Together, they planted the American flag, took photographs, and set up scientific instruments. Each moment, each experiment was history in the making. For 2.5 hours, they explored the desolate yet captivating lunar landscape, a place of stillness and silence. When it was time to return, the lunar module's ascent engine fired, launching them back into lunar orbit to dock with Michael Collins, who had been patiently circling the moon alone. Collins later said that he felt an almost alarmingly high degree of empathy and pride, knowing he was the sole human who had ever been there alone. With the world watching, Apollo 11 splashed down safely in the Pacific Ocean on July 24, 1969, 8 days after launch. The astronauts returned as heroes, symbols of what humankind could accomplish when daring to dream big. Apollo 11 was more than just a mission. It was proof that humanity could reach beyond the stars. We now looked at the moon and realized it wasn't just an unreachable dream. It was a stepping stone. And as we continue to explore space, we carry with us the legacy of Apollo 11, a testament to the power of human spirit, science, and sheer determination. This is our story, a story of the moon, of dreams made reality, and of our endless pursuit of the stars. And with every step forward, we honor that historic giant leap for mankind.